Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, find a way to win or you find a way to lose, or you can find a way to try to make sense of Steven Espinosa when he gets in front of a microphone and starts spewing bull crap. Look, man, would Espinosa lie to us about Boots, Ennis, Crawford, and BLK Prime? Would he lie to us about Spence? Would he lie to us about anything? The answer is hell yeah, he would, man. Look, he just did an interview where he was saying, he was saying there was a conversation, but he was saying he wouldn't consider the discussions that took place as conversations. He said there was a conversation. And he basically said BLK Prime didn't bring much to the table. BLK Prime, for the most part, seems to have been just a middleman. And there wasn't much else to talk about because BLK Prime couldn't help get the deal done. So what it sounded like to me is like they didn't even want to waste their time with BLK Prime. They were looking to maybe, I guess, talk to someone else who they felt could get the deal done. Now, when I listened to that, I said, okay, Terrence Crawford is his own man. He's working with BLK Prime. There may not be a contract in place. But if they're coming out there on the behalf of Crawford and they're trying to have a conversation with you, here it is again where the whole Al Heyman, Showtime, Espinosa, that whole team, right? They refuse to have conversations. It doesn't make sense. But then he goes on to say he feels Boots Ennis is in a position like what Spence was, where Spence was frustrated because, he had, a really good record. He was a really great fighter. He just couldn't get his opportunity for a title shot. And he feels with Boots Ennis, the opportunity is going to present itself at some point in time. He's just got to keep winning. Then he goes in and he starts. Nothing what he said to me made sense because if you get someone who comes to you to have a conversation, like especially like someone from BLK Prime, and they're on behalf of Bud Crawford, you just dead that. You know what I'm saying? Why would you just sit there and just kill the potential of having a serious conversation? Now, if the fly on the wall could talk, we could get more information. But for me, it just doesn't make sense that he would say they can't help getting the deal done, so there's no need to really talk any further. Then he says with Spence and Crawford, he believes Spence and Crawford both want the fight. He said that the negotiations never stopped. It was just more or less paused. But the negotiations are continuing. But he says Crawford and Spence, he said those aren't the guys that are creating the obstacles from the fight getting firmed up. He's like, it's the boxing business and the boxing politics that he doesn't think they really understand that's creating some of the issues from the fight being made. So again, he's kind of pulling a Deontay Wilder where, to me, he's talking in code. What the hell is this boxing politics, the boxing business, and just the expectations on the boxing side that they quite don't understand? Like, what is he talking about? I mean, come on. I know Steven Espinosa wants us to believe he's honest and trustworthy, but whenever he gets in front of a microphone, right, you could tell that he's had media training. This man knows how to blow smoke. But for everyone out there, when it comes to Boots Ennis getting a shot at anybody over there at PBC, look, it's not going to happen. I know that Showtime and Boots' dad, they got an exclusive deal where Boots fights on Showtime. But let me tell you, Boots isn't going to get any title shots anytime soon. He just picked up that little interim title over at the IBF. But Boots, he's going to have to look at that, the generation of fighters that he came up with, and he's going to have to look at fighters outside of Crawford and Spence, because I don't believe anything Espinosa says, and I don't think they really want to make any kind of fight with Boots Ennis. But that being said, Steven Espinosa, man, take what he says with a grain of salt. I honestly don't believe anything this man says. He and Eddie Hearn are two guys. Eddie Hearn's a better talker, but Steven Espinosa is not too far behind him. They'll say anything, and it's make it sounds good, and it's all lies. But that being said, more to come on Boots, Crawford, BLK Prime, Earl Spence, and anything else boxing wise that we haven't got clear answers on, because I don't think we'll ever get anything clear. Only let me tell you something. If the Fly and the Walker talk, we get an answer. And if Adrian Broner knew what was going on, we get an answer, because Adrian Broner will tell the business. That being said, y'all keep cool. I'm in the breeze.